Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Lily if you're new here. I just got ready for the day and kind of did some things around the house, did some laundry. Last week my family was here visiting, my mom, dad, and my 3 youngest siblings. They all left this morning except for my mom. My mom went to run some errands. My mom and I this weekend are headed to Louisiana. My mom's side of the family is all from Louisiana and Texas, and so we do an annual family reunion there at my great aunt's house in Louisiana. So we will be attempting Sterling's first flight. Well, not attempting, we're going to do it, but we'll see how it goes. So I wanted to bring you along for today. I'm just going to be doing some packing things and things around the house. Today is Thursday, so we're leaving tomorrow. We'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we'll fly out Monday. So it's honestly not the shortest trip, but it's not like a week long. But I was just thinking this morning, like I probably will have to pack a good amount of stuff just for like 2.5, 3 full days with a newborn. Just things like diapers and wipes and burp cloths will just take up more room. So I think I'm just going to pack a pretty big suitcase and then check it. And that way I don't even have to think about rolling a suitcase around in the airport. We're not gonna do a stroller. I'm just gonna bring my baby carrier and I plan to wear him pretty much hopefully throughout the full experience in the airport. He does do pretty well in the carrier and I feel like he sleeps really good in it. Once I get him to sleep, then I usually have like 2 solid hours of him sleeping in the carrier, which just makes things so much easier and just less stressful for me. I have not seen my great aunt and uncles in probably close to 5 years, and they're the ones that live in Louisiana. My grandma and grandpa live in Texas and they'll drive up. Everyone gets to meet Sterling for the first time. My grandma and my grandpa, we call my grandpa a teapaw. They are great grandma and great teapaw now, so it'll be so fun for them to meet Sterling for the first time. I just think it'll be a really sweet weekend. It's always so fun to get to catch up and it's just a nice way to connect with everyone. So I'm really excited that we get to go and I'm really glad that my mom's gonna be with me and helping me on the flight. I think that will just make things so much easier. I am so excited about our hydrangea bushes. They are looking so good. I pruned them at the end of like winter, beginning of spring. I just followed a guideline, I think on YouTube, and was just hoping for the best because you really whack down these bushes pretty small whenever you prune them. So I was like, I hope I did not just kill the bushes, but they're coming up even taller than they were last summer, I think, and I cannot wait for them all to bloom. They bloom into beautiful white hydrangeas. They just make the whole outdoor space feel so complete. All of those little green blooms will turn into huge white hydrangeas.
I'll get it back for you. Hey, you do it all?
Many of my kids. I don't know, maybe Caleb can come next year. Nobody's met Caleb. Hi you guys, we made it to Louisiana. Mom and I flew in yesterday and honestly, Sterling did so good on the flight, so much better than I was expecting, honestly. The first flight was an hour and a half and I did not see his eyes. I fed him while he was still asleep before he popped awake and started screaming, and that was a success. He just went right back to sleep after that. And then our second flight, my baby wore him pretty much the entire time, and I would board the plane with him asleep. Like I tried to get him asleep before we would board, and that seemed to work really well. And we boarded our second flight and the stewardess came up to me and she's like, you have to take him out of the carrier for the flight. And I was like, okay, I've never heard that before. They didn't make me do that our first flight. So he woke up and was a little sad there, but he went right back to sleep. So anyways, he did really, really well. And then Mom and I had about an hour drive to where my great aunt and uncle live. And now we're here. We've been just visiting. We slept good last night. I think I went to bed at like 9 p.m. It was so nice. I was so tired. But I just came out to the car to get my baby carrier. I forgot my vlog camera, so I'm just filming on my phone. Hopefully the quality is not awful. Just I'm gonna wear Sterling for the next little bit because he's kind of fussy and we're about to eat lunch, so that's what I came out. But I wanted to say hi. We made it and it's been so sweet to see all my family with him and just for me to catch up with everyone too. It's been so long, so we're having so much fun and we're just so excited to be here.
Oh my God. He's just an old spider. Just a little hanging spider. Oh, don't get them. I have a different.
Especially before tomorrow. That's super early. Like, that's what I did. And half and half. Hi you guys, happy Sunday. It is Sunday evening and the family reunion is pretty much kind of coming to a close. I would talk to Caleb on the phone. He'd be like, what are you guys up to today? Are you doing anything? I'm like, this whole weekend is all about just sitting around, eating food and catching up. It is the most special weekend, even though it's very low key as far as like the schedule goes. But people just pop in and out, like people who live locally and then people who travel just are here kind of all day. The group has dwindled a little bit and we're now cleaning up and kind of getting things together. I just got dressed in like a little sweater and shorts for a generational picture that we're gonna take with my mom, my grandma, and Sterling to have a 4 generations picture. Good morning, you guys. We are back home after our weekend away. I am so excited for my coffee this morning. It has been so long since I've had it, just traveling. And then obviously like I just drink coffee on the go. We traveled for, I think we were gone for like 4 days, all said and done. That includes travel days. Yesterday I was out of milk and ice, so I didn't drink my latte yesterday as well. So this is the first day where I'm making my coffee again just the way I like it, and I'm so excited. I got some questions on how I make my lattes, so I'm gonna walk you guys through that process this morning. I just ate breakfast, Sterling's down for a nap, so I'm ready for some caffeine in my system. Months ago, I started to measure out everything that I put in my coffee, and I feel like that has just changed the game for me as far as just having a consistent cup of coffee every single day. I don't count macros or anything, so it's not for like the health purpose of it. If anything, my coffees are pretty unhealthy because I like them more sweet, but I feel like this just gives me the peace of mind that my coffee is going to taste the same every single day. I obviously start by pulling my shot. I have my espresso machine pretty dialed in. Sometimes if I try new beans, it's a little bit different, but I just pull a regular double shot of espresso. Before I pull my shot, I like to measure out everything, all the flavoring and syrup that I put in my coffee. So I use this little milk frother that comes with my espresso machine, but you can use anything. I like to use something a little bit big because I froth up sweetener and my espresso together, and I feel like if it's a short cup, then it all spills out the side. So I put this on the scale. In one of my last vlogs, I made this orange brown sugar syrup with my sister, and it's so good, but I don't feel like it's fully enough for my coffee. So I like to do about 20 grams of sweetener in my coffee. So I just poured in about 15 grams of this syrup, and then I supplement it with another 5 grams of brown sugar, and I feel like that's like the perfect amount of sweetness for me. And then you don't have to do this, but I just love cinnamon in my coffee, so I'm gonna add a little bit of cinnamon into that, and then I pull my shot right over all of that syrup and everything I just put in there. Someone decided to wake up. I'm hoping that he'll go back to sleep because it's not time for him to eat yet. Now I'm going to froth the sweetener and the espresso together. And then I add my milk straight into this as well. I find that if I put it in with the espresso, it cools down the espresso before I put it in the ice. I measure out exactly 200 grams. It kind of is the same as 200 milliliters if you want to be really exact, right over the espresso. And then I give it another good mix. And now for the best part, I just get a cup and fill it with ice. And then I pour my latte right over the top. We're about to go on a morning walk. Look at how cute his outfit is. Look at that, oh my goodness. Today he's wearing a 3-month shirt and 0 to 3 month pants, and I'm dying over his shirt. Did we just spit up? Okay, I'm covered in spit up, but that's actually okay because I was going to show you guys. I thrifted this sweatshirt a while back. I think it was in California that I got it, and I love it so much. The embroidery is so well done. It was brand new when I got it, but it was such a weird cut. It was like super long, and the band around the bottom was super tight, so it like bunched weird. So right before our trip over the weekend, I was talking to my mom about it. I'm like, I'm just gonna cut it. I also thrifted this sweatshirt, which I've had forever and I haven't worn once. I really don't think I've worn it at all because if you guys can see, it is huge. It's so long, it's so big. I think it's okay, it's just a large. I thought it was like an XXL, but it's really, really oversized. And so I think I'm gonna cut this one as well across the bottom here. Something that I've been wanting to get into is sewing. So I'm going to keep the hem of this and see if I can reattach it later on. But for now, I think I'm going to cut the hem. And the reason why I pulled it out today is because I'm gonna go on a walk. It's in the high 60s and humid out. So I didn't wanna just wear a tank and shorts. I feel like I might get chilly. But this sweatshirt is like more thick and it has kind of a fleece lining on the inside. This one is more like a terry cloth material. It's a little bit lighter and not as thick of a material. So I'm going to cut this really quickly. I'm gonna do this before Sterling gets ready to move, and then we're gonna go to the car and we're gonna go to a walking path that's pretty close to us so I can push the stroller. I'm just gonna eyeball this because I did not put it on to measure how short I want it, but I feel like I have lots of length here. Honestly, for eyeballing it, that is very even. I'm not gonna lie. Oh no, I might have cropped this too much. Did I crop it too much? Honestly, it's a cute length. This is what we're going with for now. I didn't put on any jewelry. I was about to mess with my necklace, but I just have on these shorts from Amazon, the CRZ Crazy Yoga brand, which I love them. And then I just have a dark navy tank on from Old Navy. I'm gonna put on my sneakers and we're gonna go for a walk. We are back from our walk and I've just done a few household chores. I stripped sheets upstairs on our bed, and then also I needed to wash our guest sheets in our bedroom down here because this weekend my good friend, her husband, and their little baby girl are coming to visit the farm, which is so fun, but I just needed to take care of a few extra things. So if you hear the washer going, that's what's going in the background. Sterling's down for a nap, and while I'm kind of waiting for laundry to be done and switching things like that, I thought I would go ahead and prep some food. I have some bananas that are overly ripe, and I was like, I might as well just go ahead and make banana muffins to have since we're having people this weekend. I feel like I'm always in a baking or cooking mood when it's so hot outside, but sometimes when it's so hot, there's not much to do outside, so I might as well just go ahead and get some stuff done here. So we're gonna turn the oven on and hopefully get them done before it gets too hot. It's not quite yet noon yet, so if I can get those out of the way, then I think we'll be good. I just got done with the muffins. Well, actually some time has gone by, but cleaned the kitchen. I made 2 different batches of muffins and I only have 1 muffin tin, so it takes a little bit longer. I just made myself a second coffee and I dropped it on the floor over there on my rug that I have in the kitchen. So I just mopped my whole kitchen floors and cleaned up that mess. I had to scrub all the cabinets where all of the coffee just splattered onto it, but anyways, I turned on the camera to show you guys that I'm trying one of the muffins. And I feel like I struggle with making my banana muffins moist enough, but these are the best muffins I've ever had. I made a batch with chocolate chip and then a batch just plain because Caleb doesn't like chocolate chips, and they're so good. I'll link the recipe down below for you guys. I just found it on Pinterest. I will be writing this on one of my recipe cards and keeping it because it is that good. And also a moment for the clean floors. I don't mop as much as I should in here, so honestly it kind of all worked out in my favor, especially because we're having guests this weekend.